Conflict is a fantastic way to make your story really interesting. Conflict does not always have to be physical, as we immediately think of when we hear the word conflict. Conflict can be internal, either emotional or mental. It can be between a person and what is happening around them in the world. Or it can be the traditional sense of one person versus another, though not necessarily always as in I'm going to fight you. It can be having an argument, or it can be having different ideas or beliefs. These are all ways to create tension in your story and to give your character really good motivation. There are 3 types of conflict: man versus man, man versus environment, and man versus self. Any story you read will have conflict in it and will always fall into one of these 3 categories. Man versus man conflict is what we traditionally think of as conflict, which is conflict between 2 people or between a person and a group. However, this conflict does not have to be a physical fight. It can be conflict in ideas or in belief system. It can even be just a verbal argument as a type of conflict. The second type of conflict we have is man versus environment. This is when your character is overcoming troubles and trials that are produced by the world around them. Think Bear Grylls style man versus wild, overcoming the nature around him, the struggle to survive. The third type of conflict is man versus self. This is when a character is trying to overcome some internal conflict, either about a difficult decision they've got to make or fighting their own inner nature to do what they know is better. So for this task, you need to find one example of a type of conflict from the current news items. State what type of conflict it is and write a brief 3 to 4 sentence summary of the article. Create a new title for the article that reflects both what the article is about and what type of conflict is involved. Then post it on your blog. Next, find a buddy, go to their blog, read their article on conflict and their title, and give them some good, constructive, positive feedback. Conflict is a fantastic way to move your story along and to create interest in it. I hope to see many of you using it in your short stories for your assessment.